All right. Good morning, everyone. We will get started in just a couple minutes. Thank you for joining this morning. If you can hear me loud and clear, send me a message. Let me know what you had for breakfast this morning. Sounds like we have some people from Germany where it's evening, so good evening. And Belgium, wow, that's awesome. Coffee, bagels, cream cheese, eggs and ham. I'm glad that the sound's coming through just right. We'll give it just a couple minutes and get started. Thank you so much for the sound check. All right, before we get started, we just have a few questions to kind of get all of you warmed up. For those of you in the US, again, did you know you can subscribe to the US Partner Weekly online newsletter? There should be a question that pops up on your screen. And second question for everyone on the call, whether you're a US partner or not, which MPN membership group do you fall under? A lot of you with the silver cloud competency, a few gold clouds, silver on-premise. Wow, we have some in every group. And are you leveraging the benefits of the Cloud Enablement Desk to assist you in obtaining a cloud competency? Great. A lot of you wanting to learn more. Again, these poll questions give us an idea of how to kind of tailor our conversations. So thank you for answering. And the last one, do you have an active cloud competency? And if so, which one? Small and mid-market cloud solutions. That's great. Cloud platform, productivity, one with cloud business applications. All right. Thank you so much, folks. Just a couple housekeeping items. This call will be recorded. You'll get a copy of the deck and the recording by the end of day today or within 4 or 5 hours, so please be patient. If you, for some reason, you don't get the email or it goes to junk, you can come back to the MPN 101 group on the U.S. partner Yammer community, and it will be posted in the files section there as well. And with that, let me start the recording and we'll get this started. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the MPN 101 community call. My name is Chinmay Bhavani Shankar. I'm part of the U.S. Partner Experience team here in the U.S. Partner Group. While these calls are typically focused on a U.S. audience, today we are talking about enablement and support benefits, which applies to all of our partners, whether you're in the U.S. or in Germany or in Finland or anywhere else. So thank you for joining the call. The purpose of the MPN 101 community call is to simplify the partner program one topic at a time. In the past, we've broached topics like technical benefits or internal use licenses, competency attainment, digital partner of record, licensing, and so on and so forth. And today we're going to be talking about your enablement and support benefits. And the idea is to make sure that you understand what benefits are available to you so that you can make the most of those resources. Joining us today is our subject matter expert, Rami. Hi, Rami. Thank you so much for joining the call.
Thank you, Chinmay. I'm looking forward to it.
And immediately after this, I will, as in form of an agenda, I will go over some of the basics of the partner program. So if you already know this, please bear with me. We go through this in every MPN 101 call just so we have a level playing field and everyone is on the same page. And right after that, we'll get into the meat of the topic, which is the enablement and support benefits. The Microsoft Partner Network has 3 membership options. Network membership is free. You get some entry-level benefits. Action Pack subscription is a paid annual subscription. You get internal use licenses as well as dedicated support for about $475 per year. Competencies is the 3rd membership option, and it is an earned designation. There are 2 levels, silver and gold, and you have to complete a few requirements in order to get that competency. And if we take a step back and look at the Action Pack subscription, $475 a year, there are no exams or assessments required, and you get access to Microsoft software. Typically, it's ideal for small businesses with 10 or fewer employees, or if you're an independent software vendor, or if you're just new in the Microsoft ecosystem, trying to understand how to build your practice in the Microsoft ecosystem. And when we talk about competencies, there's 18 different competencies today under 6 pillars, as you can see here. Cloud platform and infrastructure, productivity, data management and analytics, mobility, dynamic business applications, and app builder or independent software vendor. 18 different competencies today, and I say that because the partner program that Microsoft hosts does keep changing. And there will be changes as we go through changes in the world of technology and as Microsoft shifts its focus. And I want to make sure that you're expecting this and know where to go to find the details of this change. Each of these competencies have their own set of requirements. And of these, there are 6 cloud performance competencies. And there are 4 steps to attaining a cloud competency. You'll have to demonstrate sales performance, pass some technical exams, provide customer evidence, and pay the fee. And in return for that, you get unlimited cloud support in the product that you have a cloud competency in. So for example, if you have an Office 365 competency, you get unlimited signature cloud support around Office 365. With a cloud competency, you get additional software licenses and Azure credit, and you also get eligibility to partner incentives. Incentive programs are local, so depending on the country that you're in, you will have a different set of incentive programs, and you'll have to understand the eligibility criteria in your area. And in the US, again, you get guaranteed account coverage at the gold cloud competency level. And what that means is that if you have a gold cloud competency, then you have someone at Microsoft to kind of help you through your partner journey as it relates to the program. And to give you a very high-level overview, these are the cloud competencies. The cloud business applications one is on this slide. But I just wanted to highlight what the core benefits are and what the incremental benefits would be. So with every competency, you get a core set of benefits, regardless of which competency you attain. So you have some product support incidents, you have some internal use licenses, competency logo, and so on and so forth. But with a cloud competency, you get an incremental set of benefits. So for example, with a cloud platform competency, in addition to the core internal use licenses, you get an additional bulk credit for internal use, which is $6,000 for silver and $12,000 for gold in the US. So again, this is not comprehensive. You can go to see the competency benefits table to understand what the specific incremental benefits are. But I just wanted to highlight some incremental benefits so you have an understanding of how that would work. There was a question about unlimited cloud support, and Rami will answer that later. The question being, does the unlimited cloud support include either Microsoft Advanced Support for Partners or Microsoft Premier Support for Partners, since that is now being required as part of the CSP Direct program? Unfortunately not. So unlimited cloud support talks about the technical support that you would get. So as I said, if you have an Office 365 competency, you get unlimited technical support around Office 365. Microsoft Advanced Support for Partners or Premier Support are additional paid support offerings, and Rami will talk about that in just a minute. And with that, Rami, I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you, Chinmay. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Rami Nujame. I am the Partner Relationship Manager for Microsoft Customer Service and Support Organization. Again, in partnership with one commercial partner, OCP, our organization plays a key role in supporting Microsoft partners, MPN partners, with delivery of some of the key MPN benefits. So I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to join you. And if you recall, when you registered for the webcast, I stated that I would provide answers to, the 3 most common questions our team hears from partners. And let me just refresh your memory. So the first one was, can you guide me through the MPN benefits and competency attainment journey? So we'll definitely talk to that. Second, how do I build and grow my cloud practice faster? Definitely going to get into that topic. And then last was around, help me support some of my more complex customers with a support type offering. So we'll jump into, I'll provide you guidance and some answers around those three questions. Um, Also, for this webcast, I'm going to focus on three. There's a number of benefits, programs, offerings. As you know, the Microsoft Partner Network is very comprehensive. I'm just going to focus on three core benefits for this webcast, and these benefits are designed to assist you in technical and non-technical enablement and support programs. So whether you're getting started, expanding, or maturing your cloud practice, and regardless whether consider yourself a VAR, an SI, a managed service provider, or an ISV, MPN program and its benefits has a number of offering and services that can support you throughout your cloud journey. All right, let's just jump and get started here. So as you can see from the agenda here, we'll cover a lot of content in a short period of time. I'll start with an overview of how what we call partner-centric MPN resources are there and dedicated to assist you, to help simplify your onboarding process with us. I'll also talk about programs that help accelerate your ability to grow your organizational technical capacity, abilities, especially in the four core in Microsoft's customer solution areas. Also, I'm very excited to share that I've also invited Tika Gray Floyd. She's our newest member to the CSS team, and she'll provide you with a compelling answer to the third common question we get around needing help with additional cloud support to manage some of my important customers. So stay tuned for that. And we'll close with a call to action slide, and we definitely have plans to have some time for Q&A. So let's get started. All right. Okay, I see it up now. So if you're new to engaging in Microsoft, we're mindful that getting started with us can be challenging, especially as you start to discover MPN, all the resources and programs available through the MPN portal. So part of our roles is to help simplify that onboarding process. And we have two programs that really help to simplify the onboarding experience. One is our frontline support. Some of you might know them as the Regional Service Center, RSC. Again, just as a refresh for those of you who are not familiar, the frontline support, they offer, basic foundational inbound partner support for, general questions around MPN, anything related to membership benefits, requirements. They help you access technical support if you need it, and anything related to Partner Center. And you'll be hearing a lot more about Partner Center over the next few weeks, or even helping you, set up a business profile. So if you're not sure who to contact at Microsoft regarding any of your MPN related questions, start with the Partner Frontline Support. Whereby the Cloud Enablement Desk, helps build, they want to build relationships, one-on-one relationships with you. They want to help you meet certain goals that are predefined as you start your engagement. The Cloud Enablements have specialists, and these specialists are there to help identify some of your business needs, connect you with resources, again, benefits in order to help you to build your cloud practice and your business goals. I'll spend a little more time on the Cloud Enablement Desk in the next slide. Also, we're here to help you accelerate your growth and consumption with the technical pre-sales and deployment services. So we help partners, we help you close deals, we help you accelerate some of your deployments, if you're doing app development, we can help certainly in that area. And then of course we can help you drive, consumption through some of the solution design, business, and technical capabilities. So when you're ready to take that next step in building your technical capabilities, I definitely invite you to consider technical pre-sales and deployment services. We have recommended technical journeys, and again, these are guidance from Microsoft consultants around technical readiness for workloads within the four core customer solution areas, and they're delivered via interactive webinar, personal consultation, so one-on-one, and we also have a chat channel that you can use. And then lastly, we want to also help increase your adoption and unblock use. So this is all about helping you on the support side of the sales cycle. So if you're, and then I know Chinmay mentioned this, if you're a cloud competency partner, you definitely have access to signature cloud support, which is unlimited. So you can, any of your support incidents, your customer support incidents that you need help with, this is an exclusive partner technical benefits, and it also provides you kind of an elevated level of support compared to partners who don't have a cloud competency. And of course, we still support you with our basic support incidents for some of our on-prem product. You do receive a number of product support incidents to use to help resolve some of the technical roadblocks and get answers from our support engineers. And lastly, don't forget about advanced support for partners, which Tika will go through in a few minutes, and premier support for partners. Both are support options to help you manage some of your more complex customers and their needs. All right, I promised to talk a little bit more about the Cloud Enablement Desk. And if you recall, this was one of the most common questions that we receive. Can you guide me through my MPN benefits and then the whole competency attainment journey? Well, the Cloud Enablement Desk is designed for just that and more. And going into our next fiscal, there's even more investments coming into the Cloud Enablement Desk. So stay tuned for some announcements that happen around that Inspire timeframe. Hopefully, we'll see some of you at the Inspire conference in Las Vegas.
Rami, just one
Yes.
question. When we talked about on the previous slide, we talked about one-on-one kind of consultation. How would a partner go about getting that?
So this is offered through the technical pre-sales and the technical pre-sales benefits. So provided the only requirement of the partner is that they have a competency. So whether it's a cloud competency or a non-cloud competency, you'll have access to technical pre-sales support. So you can submit a case online, and I'll walk you through that actually in the next slide, where you can initiate a service request, and one of our Microsoft consultants will reach out to you and set up a one-on-one consult regarding whatever situation that you need help with from a pre-sales scope perspective.
Thank you.
All right. So again, back to the Cloud Enablement Desk. So this is really for partners who are not managed. So if you don't have a Microsoft account manager and are working towards developing a repeatable solution, there's a lot in the Cloud Enablement Desk that can support you, accelerate your growth. So what can they do for you? They can accelerate your practice building in achieving some of your MPN goals. These are folks that are qualified to explain anything around the Microsoft Partner Networks. The different levels, whether you're a MAPS partner, Microsoft Action Pack subscription, competency, and also the cloud solution provider, so the CSPs. What we're looking for is partners who want to invest in Microsoft. We're looking for partners who want to gain a cloud competency, one of the 5 cloud competencies. So whether it's small mid-market solution, which is a great way to start. Again, these are for partners that want to sell and deploy Office 365 solutions. within kind of that SMB sector. You can also strive to achieve your cloud platform or cloud productivities. Cloud platform, if you want to deliver, infrastructure as a service solution, built on Microsoft Azure, or in a cloud productivity competency. This is if you're selling, deploying Office 365 and hybrid solution to more of the larger or even enterprise type customers. And we also have a couple of other cloud competencies around business solutions and ERP. Sorry, not ERP, enterprise mobility. Okay, so again, what they do when you're working with, provided that you meet the eligibility to engage with the Cloud Enablement Desk, you will work out a certain agreed amount of time, anywhere between that 6 to 9 month time frame. You'll be assigned a specialist, and they'll help you with some of your technical skills. If you need help assisting go to market or anything in between, they will identify the right resources or the right programs to engage and support you throughout the process. So if you're interested in the cloud enablement services and meet the requirements, all you need really is and want to pursue, of course, an MPN competency, MCA Cloud competency, you just need to nominate yourself. And there's a link on the slide here where you can go and nominate yourself, and that's how you get started. All right, let's move on to the second common question around how do I build my cloud practices faster? Okay, so this is really an important component to help you build and expand your cloud practice. So these services are all about, and if you can, I'm sure you can read the slide here, all about helping you accelerate your sales, deployments, and app development. And there's also the technical journey aspect. And I'm going to dive a little deeper into the technical journey aspect of this service. So you'll receive technical guidance from a Microsoft consultant on a recommended path of learning, whether that's through interactive webinar, whether through that's one-on-one, or even through our dev chat function. They'll work with you. We'll do virtual whiteboarding sessions where we'll do, if need be, architecture reviews, and they'll even shadow you through some of your scenarios, so real world scenarios as you're preparing to deploy either your first, second, or you want to deploy a brand new solution you've never delivered before. And again, these journeys, and I'll give you an example of one in the next slide. They're available across all of the customer solution areas. And again, keep in mind to be eligible for the technical pre-sales deployment services, what the requirement is that you have an active competency. And competencies, as Chinmay mentioned earlier on the call, if you have a silver level competency, you have access to 25 advisory hours, and these are the hours. Look at the hours as kind of currency you can use for that one-on-one consultation, especially when it comes to a deployment or a migration. If you have a gold level competency, then you're allocated 50 hours, so obviously twice as many hours. If you're a Microsoft Action Pack member, you're allocated 5 hours. And if you use up all your hours, you can certainly purchase more hours if need be. All right, let's talk about one of the journeys. So this is just one of the 12 different journeys available to you. And let's start with the tagline. And did you know that partners that have actively used this technical journey, so the cloud infrastructure management, have experienced 3x, actually 3.5 times more revenue than partners who have not taken advantage of these services. So we definitely see a huge impact on those partners who are leveraging these. So I definitely invite you to learn more about the 12 different technical journeys available to you. Let's look at, so if you're looking to build your, technical capabilities, anybody within your organization around cloud infrastructure and management, this journey here provides you with scenarios to get started, grow, optimize your practice. So let's say, for example, you have an established cloud practice in Office 365, and you're interested in expanding into new practice. One of the workloads within Azure, and let's look at cloud infrastructure management. This provides you kind of a recommended path for your learning, for your technical training. We give you guidance around the design of Azure Site Backup or the design development of Azure Site Recovery for physical or virtual machines. And the intent here is to help you deliver faster innovation with new hypercloud capabilities that cut across whether it's infrastructure, applications, data, and users through kind of a step-by-step technical journeys as you get started. So let's look at one of the components here of the cloud infrastructure and management journey. So if we look at the introduction to Azure, so if you look at I call it the wheel, if you look at the second one, here, the introduction to Azure Infrastructure as a Service, we want to help you discover infrastructure as a service and how you can help SMBs increase efficiency and productivity, of course, while reducing cost. So here you will share learnings, we'll share knowledge around deploying virtual machines, storage, domain controllers, virtual networks, Azure AD. It's a 1-day, 4-hour technical training. Now, this isn't one of our most technical training, so I wouldn't put this as a level 1 400 type in content, so probably in that level 2 to 300. And really, the roles that we're targeting are around solution sales, technical sales, practice leads, TDMs, and implementation consultants. Those are roles that would really benefit from this training. And again, this training it's available to all levels of partners, so you don't have to have a competency to participate in the what we call the one-to-many, so the webinars, the one-on-ones, because there are some in here as you look at some of the wheel. It's open to anybody, and we do have, I just looked at the schedule just before coming on, we do have a session scheduled on May 9th and another session on June 6th. And again, these are live sessions, they're not on demand, where you can ask questions with the SMEs around these topics. All right, I'm just checking
Rami,
time here. Yeah.
Really quick question. In terms of the support options, if you're working through a distributor, does this affect how a partner gets eligibility to any of these support options?
Yeah, great question. No, it's independent. So again, this is the services and the benefits you get from MPN. We don't look at it from a view, okay, well, you have these other benefits from a distributor, so we're not going to give you these. This is this is on its own. It's a standalone. So you do have benefits with the distributor, and you'll also have benefits within MPN. They're not related.
Got it. Thank you.
All right. And I will go a little quicker because I do want to give some time to Tika. And this is kind of the last slide around technical support. I love this quote from one of our partners, Raj at CPAT Solutions. He's a very high user of our services and not just technical pre-sales and deployment. And he also shared, and I'll let you read the quote. He also shared another quote with us. He says, leveraging, the MPN technical benefits, whether it's pre-sales or training, helped here, and this is his words, helped develop a critical mass of expertise for our customers. We plan to double our workforce to keep up with the customer demand. So a really good testimony of the benefits and the impact this has on Raj and his organization. Okay, let me transition it over to Tika. And again, before I hand it over, remember that last question we asked was around, managed support offering. So I will pass it over to Tika, and she will walk you through that question. Go ahead, Tika.
Great, thanks, Rami. As Rami mentioned before, my name is Tika Gray-Floyd, and I am the evangelist for the Americas for a support option called Advanced Support for Partners. Just a side note, I do have peers in APAC and EMEA, so at the end here I will show my email address, and I know we have some partners from other places outside the Americas, so if you want to reach out to me, I can get you in touch with my peer in your area as well. So Rami's been walking you through the value of the MPN benefits to help support you as you grow your business. I'm going to cover an option that we have to support our valuable partners in the cloud. So Advanced Support for Partners was developed in response to feedback from partners like you who were looking to have a more elevated experience within our services and support organization, but at an accessible entry point. So this actually sits on top of your current MPN partnership, your competencies, gold, silver, etc. Next slide. Oh, I'm sorry. You're doing a great job, Rami. You're ahead of me. So what types of partners fit into Advanced Support for Partners? So Advanced Support for Partners is designed to serve a variety of cloud partners, those who are looking for a deeper support relationship with Microsoft. So whether you're growing into the cloud, born in the cloud, or are transacting in the cloud via our CSP program, there's value for you in Advanced Support for Partners. One other thing to keep in mind, you have the ability to market to your customers and prospects as a differentiator from your competitors, the ability to better meet your customers' needs due to this deeper support relationship with Microsoft. So it's a great differentiator for our partners. Next slide, please, Rami. So what does Advanced Support for Partners offer? So there's really three main areas of value in this plan. In the center, you'll see the Services Account Manager. This person will be your advocate within the support organization. This is one of the biggest differentiators between your current MPN partnership, where you are likely not managed within the support organization. This is someone who will help you get further faster. They'll help coordinate a list of both reactive and the proactive benefits that come with the plan, and I will dig into the Service Account Manager a little bit deeper in just a minute. Partners on Advanced Support for Partners have the ability to submit unlimited cloud support incidents. That's for Office 365, for Azure, and for Dynamics 365. Those partners will receive response SLAs, and that is response, not resolution, because we can't, without understanding the topic, we can't ensure resolution time, but you'll have a faster response time at half the time of those included with the traditional support plans that come with the MPN network. There's also many proactive benefits in the plan. I'm just going to call out the most popular two. The first one being the Cloud Optimization Analysis. This is a report that's tailored to your organization. It shows things like how many Office 365 seats you've sold versus how many you've deployed. It'll show you Azure consumption across your customer base. Some of this information can be found by digging around in your portal a little bit, but this is a customized report, very visually appealing. And it's delivered monthly to your inbox. And then you and your Services Account Manager will use this as a topic of discussion in your monthly cadence in an effort to help you grow and expand your business with your customers. The report also shows support data. So the great thing about that is that you can identify support trends, and maybe you can see a recurring theme for a particular support incident topic. You see something recurring, maybe we can start looking into workarounds, or maybe we need to leverage some of the training that comes with the plan. or other services in an effort to minimize some of those issues. The other benefit I'd like to call out are our cloud consults. So cloud consults are architectural guidance engagements with a Microsoft Cloud expert. So if you have a big or maybe just a strategic deployment or migration coming up, or maybe it's in a workload where you have a developing skill, where you don't have a lot of experience yet, but you're trying to gain that skill, and you want to have someone from Microsoft look over your plan, you could use a cloud consult. So you could also use this as a learning tool internally to help push your team to learn more than they would be able to find on their own. You get one of these per month included in the plan, and there is an option to purchase additional ones if you find value. If you have several deployments in 1 month and you want to extend that on to the different customer deployments that you have going on. And of course, there is a host of other proactive features like technical content and training and roadmaps included in the plan as well. So just a little bit more information around the Services Account Manager, or SAM, you may hear. Your SAM, as I mentioned, is your advocate within the support and services organization. So they will guide you to resources that will help you grow your business. They'll also help coordinate internal Microsoft resources even outside of services and support when you get stuck. They will work alongside, if you happen to be a managed partner, they will work alongside with your partner development manager as well to ensure that they're on the same page. They'll assist, of course, with escalations of your cloud support tickets. And then they will either deliver or coordinate with the resources all of the rest of the proactive benefits that come with the plan. Next slide, Remy. Quick look at these numbers. A lot of numbers here. We talked a little bit about the response time versus the resolution time. You'll see here in that first column, advanced support for partners. Partners do see a 22% faster incident resolution rate. So overall, partners who invest in the plan also see more active workloads and customers, and are overall more profitable than those who do not have advanced support for partners. And you will see value with your investment. Here's some quotes from some of our current partners that are on advanced support for partners. You can read through this, but kind of summing it up, this plan is really about helping you save time, get resources, and remove any hurdles and roadblocks that may be there to help you move forward more quickly, and then focus on what's important, which is your business. So advanced support for partners is available at an annual price of $15,000 per year, and that's in US dollars. We do have an emerging market option as well if you happen to be in one of those places. You can choose to be invoiced annually at that $15,000, or we do have a monthly option, monthly invoice option at $12.50 per month. Next slide, Remy. Okay, and I know we talked a little bit about this already, so I'm going to address this real quick. So if you are now, or if you're planning to become a CSP or cloud solution provider direct partner, there are some changes coming to the requirements in August. So if you are a CSP direct partner, you will need to invest in a support plan to complement your support capabilities. So advanced support for partners is an option that will satisfy that requirement. The other option would be premier support for partners as well. So if you're interested in learning more about advanced support for partners, you can feel free to contact me directly, and I think, Rami, we have my info there. Yep. We can certainly set up some time to talk about it and how it may fit into your business. And just again, folks outside of the Americas, also feel free to reach out and I'll get you in touch with my peer in your area. And Rami, back to you.
Thank you, Tika. It's great. I love the concept of having an account manager acting as my service and kind of support advisor. It's fantastic. All right, we're almost done, so just got a couple of slides left. And again, I invite you to this slide. I invite you to learn and leverage these MPN enablement and support programs, to help you accelerate, your cloud business. So this slide kind of consolidates the some of the core MPN programs, and I guess more importantly, it provides you with a link to get started. I think that's one of the pieces of feedback we always hear. Love all these programs. Don't just tell me what they're about. Tell me how I can, engage these services. So this is a great slide to get you started. So go ahead, maximize your MPN benefits. Learn how you can grow your cloud practice faster by leveraging any of these benefits. All right.
Rami, could we get a little more information about Premier Support for Partners?
We can. It wasn't part of the design for this webcast, but we can. So Premier Support is our flagship support offering. It's the most comprehensive support offering, and it covers not only our cloud products, but it covers any of our Microsoft technologies. And similar to the advanced support for partner, you do get a technical account manager that's assigned to you. So there are definitely other I think there are other calls that are set up just on Premier Support offering, and we can certainly get that information to that partner if he's interested. We can get him information, we can get him when the next call will be, or whatever he needs. All right, so before we close, I hope we answered some of these, at least the 3 most common questions we get. And I'll leave you here with a call to action slide. I invite you to learn more about each one of these services. So that first link, the first call out, the partner support offering, if you click on that, actually there's, for that partner that's interested in Premier Support, there is a matrix that shows the differences between Premier Support, Advanced Support, and then the cluster of benefits underneath the MPN technical services. Again, as Tika talked about Advanced Support Partner, this is a great way for you to get started. Click on that. Same thing for the Cloud Enablement Desk. And of course, the technical journeys through the technical pre-sales and advisory and deployment services. So at this point, I want to thank you for participating in understanding your MPN enablement support benefits. And we're going to go to the Q&A portion of the webcast. So, Chinmai's here, Tika's here, I'm here, and we're happy to answer any other questions that you might have.
Rami, just another question, and again, around Premier Support, what are the cost differences and what would that cost?
So there is the starting point, and then this is more for the US partner, starting point for Premier Support for Partners, because it is a customized offering. It starts around that $29,000 per year rate. And then depending on what types of, how complex your customers, which services and which products you're planning to support, so we can connect you with one of the Premier Support for Partners resources, and they can set up a call and discuss what the requirements are. But it starts around that price.
Thank you. If there are any other questions, do keep them coming. And you will get a copy of the deck and a link to the recording as well. Well, if there aren't any other questions, I will be taken over to just do some closing comments on this. And again, we're still on the call, so if you have any questions for Rami or Tika, it would be great to kind of have your questions answered on the call as well. If you haven't heard about Microsoft Inspire yet, it is the biggest partner conference happening in Vegas from July 15th through 19th. If you haven't registered yet, please do register today because the all access price only keeps going up. It is a brand new format to the conference. You have a higher connection with the Microsoft sales teams as well. So make sure that you register for Microsoft Inspire. If you haven't already done so, you can go to the Inspire website to look at previous sessions and the kind of content that you would get. The biggest value you will get by attending Inspire in person is the connections that you will make not only with Microsoft, but with other partners as well. And as a U.S. partner, considering this is a U.S. community call, just wanted to make sure you know how to stay connected with us. I did get a question, if I am a smaller partner, what are some of the basic things that I will need to do? Subscribe to the U.S. Partner Weekly Online Newsletter. Attend the MPN 101 calls. And again, the whole point is to give you that basic level of training around the Microsoft Partner Program through the MPN 101 community. Make sure you look at some of the previous ones and attend the upcoming ones in the future. My colleague Sarah Broadbent will be taking over for me starting next week. So this is my last call, and I do appreciate all the support I've gotten from you as Microsoft partners over the past couple of years. And engage with us on the Yammer community. That is your straight connection to the Microsoft partner team, be it around incentives or around any of the technical questions that you have. You get direct access to the U.S. Subject matter experts through Yammer, so make sure you engage with us on that. There's also the Stay Informed blog post, which has, among other things, one slide with all the links that you will need in order to continue on your partner journey and be successful. So make sure that you bookmark that link and refer to that if you ever want to see what link might be useful for you. We do have a roadshow. We're taking the basic partner program overview onto the road. We've done a couple sessions in Seattle, a couple in Southern California, and now we're coming to Austin on May 17th. You'll get to meet me and the U.S. partner team at this event where we'll give you a basic partner program overview along with a profitability and marketing workshop. And if you have any other questions on the basics of the partner program, there are a couple short videos that we've released for a program overview or for details on how to earn a cloud competency. These are under 10 minutes. I think one of them is 7 and the other is 8 to be exact. Make sure you take a look at that, and it's a good starting point for you if you're just kind of starting this journey within the Microsoft ecosystem. And this is the one slide with all the links that I was talking about. Again, as a U.S. partner, how would you stay informed? And I know this seems overwhelming, but trust me, once you understand all the different components, this is just getting all the links in one place, so you don't have to kind of look for them on the Microsoft Partner Portal. And that is all, folks. Thank you so much for joining the call. I hope it was useful. You will get a link to the recording and the PowerPoint deck in a few hours via email. And you can also come to the MPN 101 Yammer group to check that out in case you don't get it. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of the week. And thank you, Rami and Tika, for joining. And Sarah, good luck to you starting next week.
Thanks, Chinmay.
Thank you, Chinmay.
Thanks, Chinmay.